Manchester United is back to winning ways, and guess what? They've just won against Tottenham Hotspur by 3 goals to 2. Ronaldo, Samsu has been saying today. Remember, we had really taken long without seeing a sue from Ronaldo because Ronaldo last scored in the game of Brighton that United last won in there. And the reason as to why we are saying that United is back to winning ways because United last tested a winner, I think, against Brighton, because we drew against Atletico Madrid, we drew against Watford, we lost Man City, and now it is when United is back to winning ways and they've really gone ahead to score 3 goals in there for you. Some good performances in there for you, but some good call-outs that we're really going to come out and talk about players in here onto this channel, which goes by the names of Manchester United Matters channel in there for you. Smash the like button, comment and share, and if you happen to be watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Ronaldo has scored a hat-trick, and now Ronaldo, no football player on planet Earth has scored goals more than Cristiano Ronaldo. When you add those of club and country, Ronaldo is way better than any of those players in there that has done it in history, and no player in history has scored more goals for club and country than Cristiano Ronaldo in there for you. And ever since he really came onto this pitch or returned back to Manchester United, Ronaldo had not scored a hat-trick, but thank God he has really got himself a hat-trick and is now here cruising in there for you. Those who don't know how crucial this game is, you are really going to get to know how crucial it is when we break it down, in there, especially when you look at that Premier League table in there for you, as the likes of Arsenal are now 4 games behind Manchester United, and Manchester United is just 2 points ahead of them. So it really puts up a lot of pressure because the likes of Arsenal are really going to come up and play against Leicester City, and beating a team which goes by the names of Spurs puts United 5 points ahead of Tottenham Hotspur, with Spurs having 2 games in hand. And those 2 games in hand, there is a game where they are really going to play a team which goes by the names of Arsenal. So it shows you that they might cancel themselves out into that game in there. And if at all you really come out and know a very good calculation, it's better for Spurs to go in and beat in a team which goes by the names of Arsenal on that day in there, if at all you've been following the game of football very well, because you know it's very easy for Spurs to go on and lose a game of football. Remember, they went and beat a side which goes by the names of Man City by 3 goals to 2, and guess what happened to them? Then the next game they lost to Brighton by, I think, 2 goals to 1. So that's Tottenham Hotspur in there for you. But when you look at a team which goes by names of Arsenal, 4 games in hand right about now, they're having 12 points into their bag. But that's no longer what matters, because this is the last game United has played in the Premier League until the international break is over. And when you look at such games, it really gives United a very good sense of sitting back and watch, to an extent that when they return from the international break, they will know who they are really going to play. Why isn't United not going to play to the next weekend? Because their game they're supposed to play against a team which goes by names of Liverpool was postponed, because Liverpool, the next weekend there is FA Cup and Liverpool is having a game into there. So United will return back to action on the 2nd of April as they host Leicester City. And remember, Leicester City is going to play against a side which goes by the names of Arsenal in here. So it really looks great to see to it that Manchester United has really gone ahead to go on and win this game of football up against the side which goes by the names of Spurs, because it really looked good in the start. I like the way United reserved their energy first and foremost, because they never went and played as they usually played. It really looked good. United always started off with a very high intensity and dropped up in the second half. But this time around, there is the way they really balanced up energy, and I really believe that Ralph Rangnick got the tactics right, because all what United wanted into this game was a win of any stature. But the way Harry Maguire had put United back onto the trail of really going back to look for a winner, and if at all it was not the brilliance of Cristiano Ronaldo in there, my God, it would have been a different story altogether. We wouldn't have been doing Manchester United 3, Spurs 2. It would have been Manchester United 2, Spurs 2. But Ronaldo has come out and shown us his class. And something I really want to come and really applaud about Ronaldo is, I've been here criticizing Ronaldo because these are the goals he has scored today are some of the hardest, you get? But he has been getting each and every goal he has scored today, he has got a chance like that to score. You get? Shooting outside the children's box area, he has got yards of space. You get? And his shot was off. You get? Then that keeper to beat, he has got those mob times for Manchester United in there, and he couldn't really put the ball at the back of the net. You know that very well. The header, oh my God, very many headers he has won to the 18 box area of the opponent. Most recently, I remember that game that United drew against Burnley when he was brought on. He got 2 headers. By the way, this one was even hard because even a defender was so much onto him. But he got 2 free headers into that game of a team which goes by the names of Burnley. And guess what? There are free headers, imagine, and he couldn't really net those balls at the back of the net. They were not even on target. He headed them over the bar. That is Ronaldo in there for you. So I come here to tell you that Ronaldo has been criticized. I've been one of the people that was criticizing Ronaldo, and I'm really happy to see to it that he has really come out and improved on his sharpness, because the problem was his sharpness. It was his sharpness always. That was his problem, because he makes good runs, and he has always failed to put that ball at the back of the net in there. Adam FC says, Sue! Yeah, we've taken long without seeing a Sue in there, and we've seen it 3 times today, and that is Ronaldo in there for you, netting in a hat-trick for Manchester United since his return. And I was still talking about me coming out and criticizing Ronaldo for the previous games. I really believe that Ronaldo had very many goal-scoring opportunities, because a statistic is all clear that no team has created many chances more than Manchester United ever since Ralf Rangnick took over as an interim for this club. So I really believe that Ronaldo has really improved a lot, and he has improved in the best time of the season. This is where United needed him most, because remember in the midweek United is playing Atletico Madrid at Old Trafford in there, and him scoring a hat-trick puts him back. Because for me, I was so much worried that the only talisman that United has who is really clinical, his sharpness had really gone blunt. Secondly, Cavani, who would come in and sit in for him, wouldn't do that. He's on and off, you get? So that is the problem United had. Ronaldo, who is not injury prone, was not really coming onto the pitch and scoring those goals, because, like it or not, Ronaldo had the chances to score and he couldn't score. That means something was not okay in his brain, and I really believe that this is the best switch for Ronaldo. And guys, today Ronaldo has netted a hat-trick and he has 12 goals in the Premier League. Trust me, he's going to make 20. He's going to make 20. Like I come and told you about Harry Kane. That Harry Kane starts the season not all that well. Maybe sometimes he starts off it well, but injuries put him off. And then after, when he returns, in the month of March, April and May, Harry Kane makes a tally of 20 goals in the Premier League. And trust me, even today has scored. He has now 11. 9 goals through that tally. And Ronaldo is just 8 away. And trust me, wait for more hat-tricks, because this hat-trick has given Ronaldo confidence that you cannot even think of, because that's what he lacked. A player like Ronaldo, each and every time he feels like he's not believed in, they've sat him down a lot. The manager is benching him. He has not been even in the game of Man City. Rumor has it that he's not injured, and he is thrown away out to Portugal. He returns and scores a hat-trick. What a moment for him, and what a sign of confidence Ronaldo has really shown us on the pitch. He is so much ready to come on and take on United to the lead, and trust me, if Ronaldo was scoring goals like this, there is no way he would have missed out in the Manchester United derby. But he was really off, and Rangnick knew that this was a game for us to lose. And he knew that if at all you put Ronaldo to the pitch, people are really going to come out, especially the media after this game, to criticize him, and he put him out. And the results have paid out into this game of Tottenham Hotspur, because Spurs, it's a game we had to win. We had to beat them. We had to beat them. And to show you how clinical we are, Ronaldo had close to 4 shots on target, and 3 of those went into the back of the net. It shows you how clinical United has been. We've not yet been this clinical ever since Rangnick was here. You know how many chances we created? Very many chances have been created by Manchester United, and we couldn't get that ball past the goal of the opponent. And remember the game against Watford, the recent one we lost? Because for me, I really believe that when you get a draw against a side which goes by the names of Watford, you've lost. But today, at least we've improved on our being clinical, and we put that ball at the back of the net each and every time it deserved so in there. Though I really believe that we would have been more threatful if at all we really taken most of our chances in there. But Ronaldo is going to be the top point everywhere, because he has gone ahead to do it and do it and do it and do it. And I really believe that we are really destined to one of the best that we've seen in here, because no one doesn't know how good Ronaldo is. Ronaldo is one of the best players in the world, and he's one of the best goal scorers in the world, and he had been going through a turmoil. I must admit, the times Ronaldo had been going through were not easy. There were hard times for Ronaldo, but he has really come out and really put them down. I'm seeing Fabrizio Romano in here says, let's say Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't seem to play or act like a player who is desperate to leave as soon as possible. Incredible mentality and approach again. He's still the man for United in this complicated moment. Top performance. Yeah, talk about a complicated performance in a complicated moment in there, because United is far away from the table in there when you really look at Arsenal and the games they have. The good thing that we can get belief into is that the 3 games Arsenal have in hand, there is Liverpool, there is Tottenham Hotspur, and there is Chelsea, of which, to me, I really believe that all those games Arsenal have in hand, they're only going to win 1 game. That's what I really know, because Arsenal cannot beat Liverpool, it's not going to beat Chelsea. The only team to beat is Spurs, and Spurs might come onto that day and really get you off the hook in there and beat you thoroughly. Because look at Spurs, I told you that a team I don't trust is Spurs. Spurs can go in and put up a very good performance against the side which goes by the name of Spurs, and the Man City win it by 3-2. They go on Brighton and they bottle it up. You get? So I really believe that Manchester United has really done the best today, though there are some weaknesses that we're really going to tackle. I'm still throwing in some hails to players, Ronaldo especially. I've been talking about Ronaldo for a very long time. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go into the lower right bottom corner and click the subscription button. Then later go and click the notification bell that get you notified each and every time I upload a video to this channel. There is Adam says, CR7, let's go. All right, CR7 is going to headline each and every news bulletin today because he has done it, and this is why United bought him and brought him back at Manchester United, and he has really picked up his form in the right moment, because in the Champions League, United needs this win. They need this win against Atletico Madrid, and Ronaldo has really gotten a lot of confidence in there. So, another player that played very well today is Sancho. When you look at Sancho, each and every time he gets more playing time, he shows you that he's improving and his confidence is growing onto the pitch. When you looked at him today, he caught in an assist for Ronaldo, you get? And even that penalty that would have been given for Manchester United, remember, Ronaldo hit that ball and struck the arm of Dyer, and the referee never gave the penalty. Yet that penalty was similar to the one he really gave to United when that ball struck the hand of Alex Telles, and the referee didn't give the same penalty to Manchester United. You remember, so that means Sancho would have registered 2 assists onto the day in there, and he would have even got himself a goal, because at the end of the game, in the dying minutes that were added, Cavani brought in a very good ball, and Sancho couldn't really find himself to that ball because he was tired, because he had really run so much into this game off the left and right flanks each and every time he found himself there. So I really believe that Sancho really played very well, and the way he really tracked back was really nice, and I really loved it. Another player that really played very well, I like to send kudos to Alex Telles from that penalty that he really made the United concede. I think the rest was okay for Sanchez. He closed down very well that side as well. Kulsovic in there for you. He's not an easy player, but the way he really closed him down, the way he really went forward, that man, the Brazilian, the way he really had created that chance to Ronaldo, and that quick pass in there that he really laid into the box of the 18 yards box area of Spurs into the first half, and Ronaldo headed it way wide in there. It shows you how good he was in there. But people should know that I really believe that time should come for people like Luke Shaw to also go to the bench, because when you look at the performance of Alex Telles today, there is no way I start Luke Shaw into the game of Atletico Madrid, because he's not much fit, he's having COVID, and there is no way I put him in the starting game of Manchester United, because today I really believe that when you're facing 2 dangerous fast forwards like Kulsovic and Lucas Moura, and you close them down, that is really something great that Telles has put up. And even the game of Man City was not as troublesome as people really came out and said. I know what the English media does, and today the English media has been ashamed. Have you noticed it? They've been ashamed. Reason? They put Rangnick on pressure to put Rashford into the starting lineup of Manchester United. And guess what Rangnick did? He really got him into the starting lineup of Manchester United. And guess what he did? When he came on the pitch, he did nothing. Totally nothing. He did totally nothing onto that pitch. That is Rashford in there for you, and he's one of the players that I'm really going to come out and call out again, because he did nothing on the pitch. 60 minutes played, his impact not felt. And if I told you you're watching it, can you remind him of anything that Rashford did? Did he do anything that crossed really your mind? I don't really believe that Rashford did anything that even crossed your mind, because he is not at that level anymore. He is a very good, talented player. I saw Ragni coming out and really defending him in media, something that I really believe they're trying to cover him up. But even in training, them saying that he's really putting up good performances in training, I don't really agree. I don't really agree, because I really believe he's not at a level of coming in through and helping United in there anymore. I think Elanga deserves to start, though when I was doing the match, that video that set up the game was, I really came out and told you that I really believe that he deserved the start, because Elanga was crap in the game of Man City, and in the game, which other team that United drew with in there? Was it Watford? There is a team that United played in there. The two games has played, he has not been great. Yeah, in the game of Watford, he really never played very well in there, and I really believe that having had two games that are not really okay, it's better to see to it that you really bench a player who goes by the names of Elanga and bring in Rashford. Because if at all Elanga started and Rashford was onto the bench, a lot of pressure would have really mounted on Elanga to start into this game. But Rashford was given the chance, and now the English media is going to be sat down, because the player they really thought of that deserved to start to come up and fight for his position didn't really go ahead to put up to the expectations of many in here. So that's a lot of news that we had in here for you. And the other player that really did great today is Rafael Varane. I really told people that Rafael Varane is a player that United wanted and has not disappointed, because every time he has been onto the pitch, we've not been battered. And he has really done great. He has taken control of the game, and I really like the way he really commanded that central defense in there for you, because Harry Maguire, one of the players that ruined the day, really looked good at the start. But again, he gave us into the teeth of the lion. If it was not Ronaldo and Telles connecting to really gate that goal to the back of the net to make United go ahead by 3 goals, then it would have been a different story altogether in here, because he really did the worst. He really did the worst. He netted into his own net, and we are here talking about him again, costing United. And trust me, he is going to cost us more goals if at all this man is not benched. He's going to cost us more goals. He's holding a lot of responsibility on his head that he cannot handle. You get? It's like you wanting to punch above your weight. You can't. If you are 30 kilograms, you cannot lift something that weighs 100 kilograms. I really believe that Maguire Harry is a player that should leave Manchester United, because he is not a leader. He's not a Manchester United quality player. He's slow, and there is no way you'll be slow at Manchester United and benefit out, because each and every time when Ragnick is playing, he wants his team to play a high line, and each and every time you play a high line, your press is so much high and it's being felt by the opponent. But each and every time you're playing with Harry Maguire, you cannot play high line because he's a suspect, because every time they play that long ball onto his side, and when they play that long ball onto his side, he cannot sprint to meet the other opponent. So I really believe that he was really a suspect in there for you. David De Gea, never think he really had a very busy day. He had nothing to save. I really believe that. And the defense really played very well, apart from Harry Maguire. Diego Dello played very well, and I'm asking myself, why was a player who goes by the names of Aaron Wan-Bissaka brought in, and Dello has been on the bench for all of those games? Because I really believe that Song Hyun-Myun really had a very tough time against a player who goes by the names of Diego Dello, and he really played it very well. And the art that he has on the ball and the way he does his game reading, I really believe that he is really one of the best players that United are having. And if at all a good manager comes in, he is really going to enjoy in here. Paul Ebile Pogba, I think he's the last player I'm talking about in this game. Paul Ebile Pogba coming into this game, playing into the Bruno Fernandes position and area in there. He played very well. I might credit him, but one thing is, he's really reckless. He's really reckless. He gives away so many balls into the middle of the midfield. That's why I told you that it's better for him to play in there, because you know that at least there are two players who are playing to the down midfield pivot who are really going to come out and restore and really close those people that have won the ball from him back in there. I really believe that he lost the ball like thrice or four times into this game, and it would really put United to that level in there. But good to see to it that United has won. It's 3-2. United, Ronaldo hat-trick, and Ronaldo has really made the highlight and silenced and sat the haters down again in there, because this is what he really did to his career. Go into the comment section and tell me what you think about Ronaldo's hat-trick and this win for Manchester United. It was really a brave one. Spirited fight by Manchester United, but they had really scored the goals, but they had really let in too many in there that would have costed them to lose 2 points on the day. I'll sign out for now. See you later.